listening to Proof Text, a Glossa House podcast by Dr. T. Michael W. Halcomb, Dr. Frederick J. Long, Dr. Mario Melendez, Dr. Jennifer Noonan, and J. M. Smith. Welcome and enjoy.
I am Michael Halcomb, and I hope you are doing well. Forgive any coughing ahead of time. Please, I'm still recovering from some illness. But this is an episode of the podcast where we do a Hebrew reading. And today we're looking at Jonah 2:5. We'll just look at the verse as a whole, then each word, and then as a whole again. Now, just a quick note. When you get to the end of Jonah 1 and the beginning of Jonah 2, like the versification's off in the English versus the Hebrew, and so different versions have it English versions will have it numbered differently, and so on. So just be aware of that if you're gonna work with Jonah in English, especially once you get around the end of 1 and the beginning of 2. So, anyways, if you're watching, I'm gonna show the text here on the screen. If you just want to listen, that's great too. But I do want to encourage you either way to read out loud, whether that's reading on your own or repeating after me or whatever. So I'm just going to read this cold. Here we go. And then I usually fall on my face a few times here at the start, and then we'll look at each word, and it's usually better by the end. So let's go. Here we go. So we have, all right. Va'ani amarti nirashti mineged ainka af osif. All right, it's a little bumpy for sure. Here we go. La. All right, then we have le hativ el hikal kadashka. All right, so let's look at each of these words in turn. So first we have va'ani. Again, another aleph word, and you can do the here, or you can just treat the aleph as silent. So amarti. You can also, something I think you could do is just, if when you have an aleph with the comments or a patak under, you might just hold it a little bit longer. So amarti, something like that. Instead of amarti. I like that, amarti. And then we have nig rashti, or ni gerashti. And then we have mineged. And then we have a word that starts with the ayin. As you know, that's always tricky. Here we have the E sound under it, so I like to try to pronounce those. Eneka. Here we have osif. Now, a lot of people will just leave that aleph silent and say osif. I like it. Osif. Excuse me. Le habit. Then we have el hekal. And then we have kadesheka. And I think we're back at the start here, so here we go. Let's run it through. All right, the first bit is v'ani amarti nigareshti mineged eneka ak. Well, I must have skipped that word. Ak ה- האוסיף, האוסיף להביט על היכל קדשך. I want to do that one more time. I was a little bumpy on that. So here we go. Well, let me go back to the previous screen. All right, so we have V'ani amarti nigerashti V'ani amarti nigerashti mineged aneka ak aosif lehabit el hekal kadeshka. All right, not too bad compared to the first time. Still not incredible, and some people will pronounce that different than I do, and that's okay. But this is all about just getting reps in, right? Getting reps in, and I'm getting reps in front of you. I encourage you to get your reps in. Make sure you read out loud. All right, super important. Don't neglect that. It's important to building fluency all around. All right, I'm going to stop there and say I hope that helps.
Interested in growing your ancient language skills but not sure where to start? Glossa House can help. From illustrated readers and short stories to lexicons and grammars, Glossa House offers a variety of resources for beginning, intermediate, and experienced ancient language learners. Head to glossahouse.com today. Glossa House, language resources for the global community.